swear I've never used this in my life. I feel like such a man. Okay. Let's get this video started. Hello. Hey besties! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lauro. Nice to meet you. If you're not new here, welcome back besties. This is the first video that I make in about 2 months. It's been almost 2 months. Wow. It's been so long since I've made a YouTube video. Oh damn, it's so hot in here. Okay, first things first. Go ahead and set this up here, nice and pretty. So I got all my sauces. Guys, I'm obsessed with Chick-fil-A sauce. If you know, you know. Let's get into it. Yeah, I'm confusion. I also got me some large fries. I got me 12 count Chick-fil-A nuggets. Oops. I got this highly recommended Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich. I'm excited for that. I also got a little chicken tortilla soup. I'll pick that up in a bit. What? Oh my god, she scared me. Okay. So I got my soup, my fries, my nuggets, and my barbecue sandwich with a large high C mixed with lemonade. So good. If you've never eaten, not the Eden. If you've never drank the Chick-fil-A lemonade mixed with their high C, oh my goodness, you're missing out. Hi. I'm filming.
Hi, Stormy baby. Oh, you're so big.
I know, but I'm gonna get into the video and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Alright, love you, bye. I don't even know if I'm recording. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm gonna check here. Should I move the camera forward? Oh my god, I just realized how much space is in the frame. Okay, that's better. Hi. If you guys have been wondering what I've been up to, this video is gonna go into depth as to what's been going on, what my life has been consisted of in the last 2 months, because I know I have not posted. I know I've been a little MIA on TikTok. I've been MIA basically everywhere that you can think of, and I sincerely feel like I needed a little moment away from everything. There's just so much that I'm gonna touch base on, but let's go ahead and get into this food because I am starving. I'm literally so hungry. If this isn't gonna fill me up, I don't know what will. I'm gonna touch base as to why I stopped posting. It all started once I started working. If you guys don't already know, I started working at a restaurant. I'm not gonna name which restaurant because I feel like the little mystery behind it is kind of cute, so I'm not gonna tell you guys just yet where I started working. I'm working as a runner, which is the person that takes out the food. Oh, you know what? I don't think you can see it, but I'm gonna leave this bag here. If you guys see me casually throwing stuff in my like lap general area, I'm just, you know. As I was saying, I started working at a restaurant, and I think once I started working there, I started like putting a lot of my time into work. Especially if you work at a restaurant, you know that the hours are a little hectic. I would spend a lot of my mornings and like afternoons doing things around the house or spending time with my boyfriend or just running errands or doing things during the day. And at night when I usually would either be filming or editing or doing all that stuff, like I now started working. Now I have a set schedule, which I think is a little bit easier to like balance. In my opinion, I think having work-play balance is a good thing. I think there's a lot of people that get so sucked into the world of social media that they forget that they need to focus on themselves. I needed that. I'm a strong believer of everything happens for a reason. When I started working, I also started coming across different battles that I was facing mentally and emotionally, and I think distracting myself, and I was starting to like make new friends, and I was able to like, you know, just explore something different, and I was just enjoying the moment. I think I really didn't like oh, I'm gonna stop posting because I don't like it anymore, or I'm gonna stop posting because I'm not feeling it. I just felt like I was in a very, very weird place in my head and in my life. I think I didn't want to show that to the internet, because once you're vulnerable, people will use your vulnerability and use it against you. They'll find that as like a passage to like put you down, and I was holding on to that for forever. There's like a balance that I feel like everybody needs to have with your love life and with friends and family. And I also was dealing with other things emotionally. Family matters, a loss in the family. I've been trying to balance myself and keep myself sane during the process of like grieving and being alone while I was grieving and not being able to be at the funeral. And I'm not gonna go into depth with the loss. I feel like it's not my story to tell. It's just a situation that I feel like I shouldn't be expressing or going into depth. Even when I was dealing with that, I was very like general about it. I wasn't super in depth as to who passed and what happened and what's going on, because I feel like that was between me and my family. And I also like I've also been going through like missing my family and not having them here. And it's very hard being so far away. The last thing I wanted to do was cry because I'm so hungry and I don't want to like stop. I don't want to stop eating, and right now I'm like currently in the house alone, and I feel like these are times where my thoughts are at an all-time low. I've had time to like grieve with my family, and it's like a very it's like a very sensitive topic. That I think I don't want to go too far into depth anymore, but it's so hard to sit down in front of a camera. Like throughout these past 2 months, it's just been stuff that I've been dealing with, like myself, and like my partner's been there to support me, but there's so little that like comfort from my partner can do. And I'm not saying like I don't appreciate every single moment that he does in caring for me and making sure that I'm okay, but I think there's like a line where you want to be with your family. And like I know I made the decision to move out to California and leave. That was my choice. I cannot blame my family for being so far away. I can't blame my partner for not convincing me to like stay in Texas, because I chose to move to California and I knew that I was going to be away from my family, and I knew that moments like these, my most vulnerable ones, I knew for a fact were going to be hard to deal with, considering like my family's so far away. And cheers to being sad and cheers to having feelings, because that's good soup. Whew. That's enough of the crying. Like I don't need to be crying after grieving so much. I've gone through the tears and like I've gone through feeling sad, and I really wasn't gonna talk about this. Oh, oh, that is so gross. If you like honey mustard, you're like a different breed. Ugh. I don't like mustard in general, so that was so gross. I think I needed to cry. I think I needed to just like shimmy that off my chest. What else has Lauro done? Oh, I also went to Coachella. We were so close to the stage for the most part because we fought to get to the front most of the time. I also, day one, I snuck into Harry Styles, into the artist section. And I kid you not, walked into the artist section and the first person I saw was Jaden Smith. Like, what? Like, how do you just casually come across Jaden Smith? It's so weird. I was like a few feet away from Harry. It was such a fun experience. I had a freaking blast. Very tiresome. extremely tiresome. If you're not ready to walk more than like 7 miles and to be on your feet and to almost feel as dehydrated as you can be, me and Poopy never went a whole day. Like we would always start our days at like 4 or 5. Oh no, it's my mom. Hold on. Hey mom.
Hey, Pa, ¿qué te dijeron?
I got Neosporin.
But put your water, because what the salted water does, it shrinks the inflammation of your foot. So make sure you soak it in water at night. Soak it in warm water with salt.
I'm currently filming.
I'm sorry, Pa. Love you.
I love you too. But I'll do that. I'll call you after.
Yes, okay, love you, bye.
Okay, love you too, babe. My mom is so cute. I'm gonna send Poopy a picture. Little mukbang moment. Ay, cute. Okay. So my camera ran out of memory, so that's I dropped the sauce. I dropped my phone. No. So rowdy. Okay, besties, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, Coachella. Coachella was so much fun. Now I'm gonna try the sweet and spicy srirachos. The honey mustard tasted like ass. No offense. Mom, if you're watching this, like, I'm sorry. But Coachella experience was definitely something that I needed. I needed a getaway. I needed to feel alive or something, because I feel like I had just gone through so much at such a that's good. What the? It tastes like an Asian zing. Wow, that's so good. So, like I was saying, damn, I forgot about this other sandwich. That looks good. Ew, it has tomato. Ew, does this already have sauce in it? Am I supposed to put sauce? Nobody gave me instructions. That's like, what am I tasting? It's like a regular sandwich. Oh my god, I have another update. Today I went to go get a pedicure. I don't know if any of you guys have the issue also, but I sometimes get like ingrown nails. I spend a lot of time on my feet. Maybe yesterday or 2 days ago, I started feeling the tension. I'm like, oh, let me go take it out. But I thought like it was at such a beginning stage that I'm like, oh, maybe I can just cut it myself, you know, like fuck it. Worst mistake of my life, because I think I screwed up my toe. And like at first I was mad at the person for like digging so deep into my toenail that she made me bleed, but I know that I like tried taking it out myself. I couldn't. I think I messed up her process, because my other toe that had an ingrown nail was so easy to take out. I feel like this is so gross talking about while I'm eating. I'm gonna stop talking about it. I left the nail salon bleeding. She put a little cotton swab with a Neosporin, I guess. The cotton swab was like full of blood, and it was a very traumatic experience. Yeah, that was today. But what else has been going on with me? My boyfriend's birthday. I surprised him. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. Adam, there was one thing that I noticed that Adam did not have, and it was a bracelet. Around the first or second month of us being in California, he treated himself to a Cartier ring, which, you know, is very beautiful, super gorgeous, obsessed. Like, I'm obsessed with the ring. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get him something that will complement his ring, the bracelet that ties into it. I'm not gonna like pay so much money for a bracelet, because like that's just like crazy. I think that's like worth half of my car. That's a lot of money. So I personally thought, let me go to the mall. I went to where they had like designer shops to see if I could find like the perfect bracelet, and I finally came across this beautiful Tory Burch slap-on bracelet. Like, you would unlatch it and it would open up like Pac-Man, and it was so perfect. Like, it would just like, I thought it was perfect for him. I ended up getting the bracelet, have it in my car, and I meet up with Adam. We were in Rodeo Drive. He's trying to find like a gift for himself, and I understand, like, you want to treat yourself, you deserve it. It's your birthday, why would you not? I let him look at bags at different stores, and he came across a Cartier store that he originally bought his ring from. He decided, let's go into Cartier. And I was like, no. No. I literally was so so on the fence of him going into that store, because if you go into Cartier thinking like I want something from Cartier, there's like a high chance that you're gonna buy something from Cartier. He looks at all the Love collection and he starts to browse over at a bracelet that looks very similar, identical to the one that I had just bought him. He's like hesitant, like should I get it, should I not? All his family is hyping him up, saying like, yeah, go for it, like you deserve it. I know he deserves it, but I didn't. Like, I didn't want him to open up my gift and for him to be wearing a bracelet already. So I did everything in my power to like convince him not to. I'm like, no, it was not pretty. You should go for the bag. Go get the bag. The bag is so much better. Anything you can think of, I was trying to convince him so he wouldn't make that purchase. I wanted to surprise him with the bracelet that I got him, but there came to a point where I caved in and I told him, I'm like, you know what? Go for it. You deserve it. Might as well invest in something that has value. And so I, just with those words, he said, I'm sold. Pack it up, charge me, put it on, give it to me now. All I had to tell him was he deserves it. Something very like dear to him, you know, something that's gonna be with him at all times and will never leave his side. Like me. I ended up returning the bracelet. Yeah, it's so sad, so sad. I'm so sad. What else is new in Laudo's life? What else has been happening? I've made really good friends at work. Should I talk about work or should I not? Work is very fun for me, but work is also very, it feels like I'm reliving something. Like if I've worked in an environment similar to where I work, but now in like a restaurant setting, it's very weird. It's very like deja vu, but in the sense of the people that I work with. I'm being very selective with my words, guys. If you're watching this from work, just mind your business. No, just kidding. No, if you're watching this from work, just know that I have my opinion. If I'm not saying a name, maybe it doesn't pertain to you, so you're fine. You're good. Don't stress. I think work has a similar like environment to when I worked at T-Mobile, and like I'm not gonna go into depth with T-Mobile, but maybe I'll do a story time later. I should do a story time on T-Mobile. That's gonna be a whole different video. You know what, guys? I feel inspired. I feel like I should do story time because T-Mobile was the gag. T-Mobile was the T-Mobile. That was fun. That is a story to tell, and I will tell it. I will tell it, and I will get back to you guys on that topic. But I love to hear and I love to see the drama that comes with working at a restaurant. I never realized that restaurants are very similar to like high school. Who would have thought? I can't believe I've cried. I can't believe I've laughed in this video. I can't believe I got interrupted twice. Like, what? I gave you guys an idea as to why I've been off social media. And like to summarize everything, I've been off for the sake of myself and my mental health and my emotional well-being. And it's been a really good thing, I think, because I wouldn't imagine myself going through the things that I've been going through these past few weeks, and also having the stress and like having to put on a facade for people. That was the last thing I wanted to do. Put on a mask when I felt like I was so sad. Express any of the emotions that I was dealing with in my personal life onto social media, and I'm sorry that you guys were not necessarily a part of that little chapter, but I'm glad that I'm able to talk about it now that I'm ready, because it took me a lot to pick up this camera, set it up in front of me. It feels very good to be back. I'm excited. As you guys watch this, I feel the excitement at this very exact moment to edit the video and see myself and like laugh while I edit it, and like I'm just so glad that I feel like I'm back and so ready to get back onto my YouTube grind. I know I didn't do a comment of the week, but if you guys would like to be in the next video shout out, go ahead and leave a cute little comment. I swear to you guys, I will be back on my A game. I just needed this time to just take it. I don't want to cry. I just needed this time for myself, and I needed this time to focus on my relationship, to focus on my family, to focus. I especially on myself. I'm so glad I was able to focus on myself. I'm so glad that I'm here, that you guys made it all the way to the end of this video. I hope everything that I talked about gives you guys an idea. I feel like I'm back. I'm beyond grateful that, you know, I have who I have in my life, and I'm just so grateful that, you know, I think I should just cut it here. But thank you guys once again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.